Oh, Monica Lewinsky just won't go away. Something tells me even without that incident, she would never have ended up getting married or having kids, or if she could help it, ever having a real job either. She just won't go away for someone who was supposedly bullied and embarrassed being in the spotlight. She really seems to want to keep in the spotlight, as opposed to, by the way, Tawana Brawley, who just shut up. Stopped hanging out with Reverend Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call him Reverend, and got a job as a nurse. But not comparing the two, there wasn't a hoax with Monica Lewinsky, but this is a news story by Jennifer Brett. Came out today. Monica Lewinsky launches anti-bullying emoji keyboard. And there's a link to Lewinsky dazzles at 2015 Oscars after party. Who's she hooking up with? What's the deal? Monica Lewinsky has launched a new series of anti-bullying emojis meant to give people a quick way to lend support to a friend. She wrote in a piece for Vanity Fair where she is a contributing editor. I don't even want to know what went on behind the scenes there. Cyberbullying, trolling, and online harassment can ensnare public officials and celebrity, but also private citizens, whether teens or college kids or adults. Thousands of people are bullied online daily. By the way, I remind you, there was none of this stuff. This occurred, what, 1998? There was not the same kind of situation. She was reported on as a public interest story for the Drudge Report. It's not a good analogy. You're just trying to extend your 15 minutes, which is now 18 years. It's an issue Lewinsky knows about firsthand. No, I just made the point she doesn't. In 2015, after trying to keep a low profile for years, she spoke out for the first time in detail in a Vanity Fair piece last June titled Shame and Survival. Blah, blah, blah. When news of my affair with Bill Clinton broke. By the way, it wasn't an affair, Monica. No, you were sucking his, presidential whatever. It wasn't an affair. He treated you like dirt. He treated you like his little Jewish concubine. You were not arguably the most humiliated person in the world. You were simply being reported on, and that's an insult to the women who, in many places of the world, who are really humiliated. You arrogant little. Uh, Maybe it might have been global, but the humiliation is not comparable to what other people go through. How dare you? She stuck to focusing on anti-bullying efforts. By the way, to me, bullying, I know about that guy, Dan Savage, and what bullying is a code word for. Google it. It means something else. It means attacking Christians, a lot of the case. And you can bet Monica Lewinsky is not sticking up for the white kids bullied in black schools or not so much in the US, but there are stories in Europe about about the white kids there being bullied by the religion of peace in schools, certainly. Uh, Here's an interesting part of the story. Lewinsky stuck to focusing on anti-bullying efforts in the more recent piece, noting the free keyboard app is available for download beginning on World Safer Internet Day, February 9th, in the iTunes App Store and coming soon on Google Play. Lewinsky linked to the announcement from her public, officially verified Facebook page where her online followers quickly made the connection from her current initiative and PACE issues. I gotta ask, who is following Monica Lewinsky, at least actively, on Facebook, as opposed to something that's a joke, sort of like Sandra Fluke? Uh, Say your piece, Monica, especially now that presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton is trotting out her geriatric friends to say that women who don't support other women belong in hell, said commenter Soma Ganguly Simon. She was referring to former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright's remark. By the way, you got to hear what Michael Savage says about Madeleine Albright at some point. Remark at a recent Clinton campaign rally. There is a special place in hell for women who don't help each other. No, I don't. I thought she said, well, maybe she didn't use Hillary's name. Other commenters were less than impressed with Lewinsky's anti-bullying efforts. You brought your problems on yourself, David Carper wrote. You were not a victim. You were proud of what you did till you got caught. Shut up and go away again. You're welcome. Let me see if there's any interesting comments here. Hold on. This is true. Take a look at Hillary doing her best Monica impression on Drudge. That's right up there right now. I got to. I gotta put one up. Yeah, I'm putting that up right here. And then here are two good comments from the last hour also, then I'll end with those. Kara Claudel, I can understand that as a starstruck young woman, Monica Lewinsky didn't understand what she was getting herself into. But as an adult, by the way, she was an adult then. She was what, 22, 23 at the time, maybe 21 at youngest. Scarlett O'Hara, I remind you, got married at 16. And throughout human history, you're an adult by 15, 16. But anyhow, but as an adult, she doesn't seem to have gained any insight into how her behavior led to what happened to her. She wasn't an innocent little school kid being picked on by the bigger kids because she wore funny jeans. She engaged in a sexual relationship with a married president and then lied about it in legal proceedings. She was criticized because her behavior was immoral, harmful, dangerous, and that it left the president open to blackmail and ridiculous. She seems to blame Drudge for reporting the affair, but she was thrown to the wolves by Clinton and smeared by him and his surrogates and in their attempt to save themselves. Once a Jewish liberal, always a Jewish liberal. That's my opinion, and I can say that, by the way, because I'm Jewish. Cara Claudel continues, politics is bullying, and presidential politics are the big leagues of bullying. If you enter that arena, it's likely you will take some punches. No emoji keyboard is going to change that. Monica doesn't seem to have concluded, I played a role in what happened to me. I went after a married president, lied in an affidavit in a lawsuit brought by someone he had sexually harassed, and tried to get someone else to lie under oath. I was wrong to do these things. I'm older and wiser and have learned from my mistakes. She seems to have concluded, I was bullied and bullying is wrong. And then one more from Dire Thinker. Sorry, Monica. All Drudge did was report the story. If she wants to call out bullies, she needs to point her finger right back at the Democrats like Carville and company, who are on TV every day calling Bill's victims, quote, bimbos, and slandering their names every chance they got. And if she wants some kind of redemption, she should be trying her best not to let criminals like Bill and Hillary get back into the White House. Amen. By the way, just one point. We should not put Monica Lewinsky in the category of plenty of Bill's other victims. No, she wasn't too young. She was in her 20s at that point, and so it's not like she was the 15-year-old babysitter. And, it's an insult to people like Kathleen Willey, Paula Jones, Juanita Broderick, and so many of other victims of Bill Clinton's, most of whom we will never hear about, to make an analogy to Monica Lewinsky. So, Monica Lewinsky, go away, and let me add, you're an embarrassment to the Jewish people also.